129. I've taken 129 calls in last month alone as a $10,000 a month entrepreneur. And just for some proof, here are some calls I've booked right here. As you can see over here, just some calls in a week. That's around like 30, 40 calls a week, right? And with that, I've achieved a staggering 94% ASR. Now, for those who don't know, ASR stands for appointment show up rate. Right, so 94%. That's staggering, right? So how was I actually able to do that? Well, that's using my CED trifecta. So C is for call, E is for email, and D is for DM, right? That's the CED trifecta. That's what I like to call it. Now, why should you care about follow-ups? Before I get into the value, before I just throw some value at you guys, why should you even care about show-ups in the first place? Isn't it just a waste of time? Right? That's what you think, right? But let's just do some simple math. So let's say your average client LTV is $3,000. So the average client pays you $3,000. Let's say on one case, you book 30 sales calls in a month. So it's 30 sales calls in a month. You get a 30% show-up rate. Pretty low, right? But let's say you get a 30% show-up rate. That is 9 show-ups, and you have a closing rate of 30%, which is industry standard. So 30% is industry standard. That is 3 closes. So 3 times 3, or 3 closes. That is 9,000. That's my mistake. Can't even do simple maths, but that's $9,000, right? But let's say on the other hand, we only change one thing. Well, let's say we still book 30 sales calls that month. We get a double show-up rate. So we increase our show-up rate by 30%, or we 2x our show-up rate to 60%. That's the only thing we're changing. So instead of 9 show-ups, we're going to get 18 show-ups. And instead of a 30, we're going to have a 30% closing rate. Now the difference is 3 closes, 6 closes. Now, what was the difference? The difference was the show-ups, right? We just increased our show-ups by 30%, and we made this was 9,000. So we made an extra $9,000 that month. Wouldn't an extra $9,000 be game changing for your business? Like, even if you're not making any money at all, an extra $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, that's going to be completely mind blowing, game changing. And the only thing we did was just increase our show up rate, not even increase our close rate, just show up rate alone. So increasing your show up rate, like, it's going to make you so much more money. So do you know, I'm going to make 2 to 3 times more money? Or everyone wants like that kind of money, right? So I'm going to show you exactly how you can do that. Again, through the CED framework. So let's get into it. So C is for call. Let's get into this. So call, that is the first part. So how can we implement this? The easiest way which you can implement this is literally by asking for the prospect's phone number on the booking form. So you know how you have that booking form where someone can book in a call with you, like the Calendly link or the Cal.com link. You want to ask for their phone number and the booking form. Let me just show you guys a quick example. So here's one of my booking links. So if we click 340, what we're going to have is your name, your email address, what do you want to discuss, and what's your phone number with country code. Now, that is very, very essential, right? If we go back to here, right? Because you're going to get a notification as soon as the lead books in. So the lead books in, you're going to get a notification. Okay, this lead, or John Mohammed Faizan, has booked in for 3:40 p.m. on a Tuesday. Right? And you can get that, and I'll show you what you can do. Or what you can do is you want to schedule time out of each day to call up the leads, and then start calling up the leads that book in. So what I'm trying to say is ask for the phone number, and whenever you get a notification, so for example, get a notification, your phone gets a notification, you pick your phone up and you see the phone number the guy's booked in with, and I want you to call up that phone number straight away. And here are some things I want you to ask on that call. Hopefully that pick up, right? So ask, okay, why did you book it? Mohammed Faisal, I see you booked in for Tuesday at 3:40 p.m. Is that correct? Now I'm just curious, man. Why did you book in? Right? Confirm that they will show up in time. So, hey, Mohammed, I'm just confirming again, you're going to be showing up at 3:40 p.m. on Tuesday, right? And then you want to talk about what do you want to discuss on the call? Because again, you do not want to waste time on a call. This is really crucial. This question is really, really crucial. If there's one question you're asking, it's this one, right? And the reason it's so crucial is because you want to know what the call is going to be about. So let's say if it's a sales call, right? It's going to allow you to prepare beforehand, and it's going to allow you to do lead research or market research, which is essential, like essential. If you do market or lead research before a sales call, the chances of you closing a call have drastically increased. Now, let's say it's not a sales call, it's a value call. Now, you want to make this call short. I don't want to waste much of your time. You want to give them value in around a 15-minute time frame. I'm just making sure you don't waste your time. You don't waste your time. And you want to end that call on by giving them some homework. So just give them some work which they have to complete. An example of that could be, go and watch this YouTube video, or send them a couple of links to your YouTube videos which they can watch. Now, let's say this is a discovery call. Now, I want you to write down the questions you're going to ask. So from this information, what do you want this call to be about? Write down the questions which you're going to ask them, and make sure these are digging questions. So when you can get them on a sales call, easy close. You have a bunch of information. Right, that's the first option. The second option is, let's say you don't want to have notifications on your phone, and you just want to keep notifications off, and you just want to schedule maybe 30 to 40 minutes out of every single day to call up leads that are booked in. Then what you can do is you should head over to your calendar or wherever you schedule your time on your day, and just slot in like 1 hour a week or half an hour a day to just call up leads that are booked in. So for example, on 2:30 on like a Monday, 2:30 every single day, 2:30 to 3 p.m. is going to be my time where I just call up my lead. I just call up all the leads that are booked in and just checking with them, right? Now, why does this work? Right? The reason this works is because people are always on their phone. They're either always on their phone or it's always on their laptop. So they're on technology either way. So they're on technology unless they're sleeping, or obviously they're at retard, right? Because you want to be booking in people, that know stuff about technology. For example, if your niche is helping people make more money, well, if the guy does not know how to use technology properly, then he's probably not going to be the right fit for your program. And obviously, no one declines a call unless they're sleeping on absolute retard or really, really busy. Calling is the fastest way of communication. And again, speed is key in business. Andrew Tate says this, the number one lesson in business is speed, right? Do not waste any time. And another one is you're establishing a touch point with the prospect. Now, I'm going to touch on the 7-11-4 rule, which is extremely important. And the 7-11-4 rule states, this is a study Google conducted. For a viewer or a prospect to buy from you, they must have consumed 7 hours of content across 11 different touch points and 4 different platforms. Hey, WhatsApp can be one of them. WhatsApp is where you make the call. That's one touch point. That's one platform. That's a few minutes of content which they've consumed from you. And then again, if you have their phone number, you can reach out to them anytime. You can call them anytime. You can follow up with them anytime. They're in your database. They're in your CRM. So that is the first part of the thing, which is cool. That's the first part of the trifecta. Now, the next part for E is email. However, how can you implement this? So again, you should be collecting the leads email every time they book in, because if you're not, I do not know what you're doing. You need to be collecting the leads email when they book in. Now, I want you to follow the sequence below. So this is some like automation which you can set up on any scheduling software where, let's say someone books in, they get automatic reminders sent out by the platform you're hosting your calls on, and they automatically send that out. For my case, it's Cal.com, not affiliated with them, not sponsored by them. Great software scheduler, recommend using it, way better than Calendly. Okay, so for example, the lead books, they're going to get a notification. So as soon as they book, they're going to get an email. Now, 10-minute reminder. So they're going to get a reminder 10 minutes before the call. They're going to get a reminder 1 hour before the call. They're going to get a reminder 3 hours before the call. They're going to get a reminder 12 hours before. 12 hours. And they're going to get a reminder 24 hours before. Now, this is going to ensure that the lead is going to be on the call. Because again, email follow-ups are like extremely, extremely crucial. Right? So I'm going to dive into each email. So let me show you guys exactly what I include. Because what you include inside of this email is really crucial as well. As you guys can see, just booked a call while I was literally on a call. So I'm booking calls as I'm creating the YouTube video. Yeah, it's pretty funny how it works. But yeah, let me go through one of these workflows. So when the call is booked, here's the message that gets sent out. All right, so when your event is booked, so the subject is event name, so network discovery call, the date and time. Hey, Mohammed, this is a reminder about our upcoming event, your networking call, date and time, attendees and you, and this reminder was triggered by workflow. It's as simple as that. That's exactly what I use for every single email. I can actually create a whole tutorial on this, which I've actually dived deep into some other things that I've been working, like nurturing prospects through emails, reminders before a call. I'm going to record a separate video on that. I can link it down below. if that'd be helpful. But yeah, that is your each email. Now, why does this work? Right? Why does this work? Because the lead is consistently being reminded about the call. If you're not reminding the leads, or if you're not following, you're never going to get the close. And they can't forget about the call if you followed up with them. What? That's 6 times plus calling them 7 times. It's on their calendar and it's establishing even more points of contact. Right? That's exactly what you want. Now, do not neglect this. This is really, really important. Do not neglect emails. It's pretty simple, but just please, for the sake of it, do not neglect emails. Now, the final part of the trifecta, D, is for DMs. How can you implement this? Now, on the booking form, you should be collecting their phone number, obviously, and you also want to be collecting their Instagram handle, because this is really, really important, again, for nurturing and establishing another point of contact. Now, once you've done that, or once you've collected their Instagram handle, I want you to send them a personalized voice message when you get time, reminding them about their meeting, right? And then I want you to send a follow-up DM on Instagram, right? This is really, really crucial. Again, setting a follow-up DM on Instagram is extremely crucial because, again, it's another touch point, right? But this only works if your Instagram is, again, professional, clean photos, and has valuable content. And optional is a blue tick. If you have a blue tick, that is the ultimate status right there. You're gonna get the client guy closed. Now let me show you guys. Okay, again, the reason you have to make sure if it's professional is because when you send someone a DM, they're naturally gonna click on your profile picture and they're naturally gonna go through your content. They're gonna scroll through. Right? They're gonna consume your content. That's exactly what we want. That is exactly what we want. We want them to consume our content, meaning they're being nurtured before our call, which makes it an even easier close. So let me show you guys just an example of my profile, which I use, right? As you can see, clear profile picture, 11 posts, 96 amount of followers, a decent amount of followers. As you can see, pretty optimized name. We have the bio here. We follow 3 lines. So founder of Traffic University, helping entrepreneurs is exactly what I do, and the CTA. And as you can see, free community, again, even more nurturing. And here's where it gets saucy. You need to have your results. If you don't have results, how do you expect the person to be nurtured? This is an amazing way to nurture your leads. Like, as you can see, I have wins over here, wins over here, wins over here, wins over here, wins over here. I have 5 story slideshows with just results. So they can go through that. Like, it'll take them a couple of minutes to go through all of those. And they're going to be consumed with content. They're going to be consumed with value. Not value, but like, just nurture it. Again, you also want to have some lifestyle posts, as you can see, making sure I'm a human being as well. You're not booking a call with an NPC. Even more, establishing credibility to buy. And then some value. So how I turn webinars to live ticket clients, how I sign 500 clients from Instagram, and then again, more professional. As you can see, the more value reels. This is on my reels section. This is not on my homepage. This is on my homepage. This is on my reels section. So again, even more value. This is all nurturing, right? I'm gonna put N for nurturing. This is nurturing. This is C for credibility. And this is P for professional. So, sorry, I can't read. Right. So it's really professional. It's establishing credibility and it's nurturing them. So that is really, really important. And you want to make sure you have all of this dialed in. Now, why does this work? All the reasons I've just explained. Right? This trifecta is incredible. Once it's set up properly, man, like you're going to be getting 95% show up rates, like what I've been getting, 94%, right? Incredible. Now, this is the golden trifecta. Now, you need all 3. You need to combine all 3 to make sure it works. Because if you neglect one, your show up rate is drastically going to drop. Now, once all of this is set up, or once you have set this working your business on a commission base, it becomes so easy. It becomes automated and it's not going to take much of your time. So yeah, you need all 3 to make them work. And just one final thing, which I'm just going to end this call. It's just, there's something very special going on in the first link down below, which is my free community. Now, there's nothing paid, and I'm not trying to sell you anything. It's a free community simply helping you make more money. If you're an online coach, a community owner, or educational creator, and you're looking to make consistent 10K a month, click the first link in the description. It's going to give you all the training, all the resources, exactly how to achieve 10K a month like I have. And again, increasing your show up rate is part of that. And it's all included in the free community down below. So see you then.